have to talk to you about something. We've been together for a long time. Every day for almost 5 years. But our relationship has turned toxic. It's physically painful to be with you. I just don't see myself going in this direction anymore. You've done literally everything but shit in my bed so far. And I just want to let you know that there's somebody else. She's a bad bitch.
Welcome back, everybody, to Ready, Aim, Live. I'm Wes.
And I'm Tyler.
And today is a very special day. My buddy right here, Tyler, finally went out and got himself a new concealed carry weapon. What'd you get today, buddy?
We got a Walther PDP 4-inch in... This one's actually got the gray slide, or I think they called it the charcoal slide or something like that.
Something of a gray.
It's almost like a two-tone look to it a little bit. It kind of matches the Canic that I have, just kind of similar to it. But yeah, we're just going to kind of crack it open, just kind of show you first looks type deal and show you everything that comes in the box when you get it.
So what's something that actually brought you to actually want the gun itself?
Okay, so I'm not a Glock fanboy, but I do see the uses in it for sure. It's a very utilitarian pistol. It's kind of a workhorse. Yeah. That's why I bought it. When I first started carrying, I didn't have the money for the top of the line type deal, so I just bought the Honda Civic of concealed carry, and it suited me fine damn near every day for the past 5 years. My only qualm with it is it bites me. It likes to make me bleed. I can't shoot 5 rounds through it without getting slide bite. My hands are fat, and it tears me up. Like, it's just not even enjoyable to shoot. But I still love the size, so I still wanted to find something kind of comparable to that size, the Glock 19's compact size. I do enjoy carrying a little bit bigger of a gun. I'm not too much of a subcompact guy. Yeah. But I think between a little bit more of a beaver tail, a little bit higher bore axis, I think that it's kind of suit me well. And another reason too is I'm kind of jelly of the shadow systems that you got. I'm kind of jelly of the whole optic system. It's kind of something that I'm not very versed in yet. And I got it because the PDP's #1 selling point is its optics cut from the factory. Yeah. It's just ready to go from the factory. One of the things that I've learned so far is you don't have a choice of plates. You have to go and actually figure out what optic that you want, and then request an optic plate cut for that specific optic to fit on the slide itself. You do that by getting in contact with Walther, either calling them or going on their website and summoning that specific plate for your pistol and your actual optic itself, which is kind of a headache. I know the last Canic Jose bought, it came with a whole bunch of plates. Yeah. Sure. Like I said, it's something that I'm not very versed in, so I kind of wanted to take my time with it. I had full intentions on buying a Trichicon RMR today. I knew that they were a little bit expensive, but I didn't know that it was $120 cheaper than the pistol itself.
Outrageously expensive.
Yeah, so I might still go that route, maybe on a little bit more of a more full size or something like that. I know Chris has been on my ass about getting the M9A3. Yeah. And I know that they have an optics cut version for that. I think that would be probably my more go to war, go to hell pistol, something carry outside the waistband when we go camping and hunting and shit like that. So I think that's probably what I'm going to end up putting the RMR on. But with a little bit more research, we'll figure out something a little bit more economically pleasing to my billfold in the meantime.
So in comparison, I mean, besides the slide, obviously, and the beaver tail and everything else, what are some of the similarities and differences between the Glock and the Walther? Like, I know the frame, has a lot of the same structural integrity, but I know that the slide's, a good bit different. What are some of the other differences?
So at the end of the day, they're both polymer wonders. There's nothing too crazy about them. They're economical carry pistols, at the end of the day. So even though there's a lot different between them, at the end of the day, they're still, kind of on the lower end of firearms, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. It's not a chrome-plated 45, Colt 45 or something like that. It's not upper echelon. Yeah. But To me, the slide serrations are a lot more aggressive. That's one of their biggest selling points on the pistol. It's just a lot more easy to operate. It still has the same takedown, manual of arms like a Glock would, which is basically the new kind of standard in today's world. Just how it comes apart, how it goes together. That's just the way most of them are anymore. But like I said, it has a little bit higher of a bore axis, a little bit more of a beaver tail, so I can get a little bit higher on the pistol without having to, worry about slide bite or anything. The only thing that I'm kind of worried is now recoil mitigation, because now I'm shooting with a heavier slide.
Yeah. That's
also now further away from my hand. So that's going to be a learning curve for myself, but I'm more than willing to do it because I'm not going to be bleeding at the end of it.
Buddy, I think that's probably the biggest thing right now is like being in the woods. You're not going to be bleeding everywhere just by being able to enjoy the gun, a little bit. But let's go ahead and dive into the box and see what actually came along with it.
Alright guys, as you can tell, we have the same kind of texturing on the slide. Big beautiful Walther logo. Let's dive in. So right off the top, we have a lock. Don't need that. We have all of our paperwork, our manual, or all of our warranty cards, all that good stuff. I will say this may not be Walther's fault, but it's definitely something that I got underneath my skin. I did not get a sticker. We love stickers here at GWB's Tactical, and I'm kind of butthurt about it. But out of the box, you get 2 magazines, 15-round magazines with this size frame. I know that the full-size frame actually comes with an 18-round mag, I believe it is, but this is comparable to a Glock 19, so this is a 15-round mag. Also, you get 2 different size palm swells. Mine came with a medium from the factory, but you do have a large and a small that you can change out to whatever fits your hand better. A small toolkit, I'm guessing, to take care of your take your plate off. It did also come with this chamber flag, just so everybody knows we're safe. We're not dealing with no loaded firearms on set at all. But this is the 4-inch Walther PDP. This is the granite slide, I believe this model is. But this is absolutely a great feeling gun. One thing that I noticed as soon as I picked it up, all the pictures and all the research I did, I thought that this was actually a rubberized texture. And I was really worried about it picking up dirt and carrying dirt and being, kind of sticky. But it's actually polymer. It's actually textured. It's almost like a stippling from the factory, and I actually really dig it. I'm actually really glad that it didn't come out being a rubberized coating at all. We have a regular American style mag release, kind of oversized in my opinion a little bit. I kind of dig it. Love the texturing. Their traction control texturing, I believe they call it. I could be wrong on that. Pretty Walther logo. Overall, in the hand, it feels like a good sized pistol. It feels like a Glock, honestly. It does have a really high bore axis, which I'm kind of nervous about because it's a little bit different than anything else I really have other than my Canic, which is trying to be this pistol. But overall, it feels good in the hand. It's a very decent looking gun. I'm actually really in love with the way it looks. The only thing that I didn't really like was Walther's kind of known for all the white lettering that they put on their pistols, and because of the slide, it does kind of take away from that in my opinion. But overall, still a very good looking pistol. I can't wait to carry it. I'm excited.
Well, alrighty then. That was a lot of stuff that came in that box. I like all the different accessories. And, I kind of don't like the fact that you actually have to, send off to get another plate for the actual optic. But it's not the worst thing in the world. But I see here that we actually have a couple different comparisons, kind of all in the same range of comparison. Why don't you go ahead and tell me about them?
So me personally, I like to carry compact size pistols. They just feel better on me. That's just the size that I like to carry. So obviously I just retired this thing. It's no longer in the cycle to be carried. So this is going to be my new desktop gun. By the way guys, there is no ammunition in this room. All these guns have been safety checked and cleared. Everything is good to go. But this is the OG. This is a Glock 19. This was my first ever carry pistol. I've ran this thing over with 4-wheelers. It's been swimming in the ocean. I've dropped it multiple times. It's a tank. It's been around. It's seen some shit. Definitely served its purpose. But as you can tell, I got them chonkers, so I get chewed up pretty well. It's not even fun to take to the range anymore. I've gotten to the point to where I don't even train with it anymore. It's not even something that I like to carry because I know there's going to be a cleanup afterwards, and it's not just a gun. So I'm ready for it to be done. But obviously, the Glock 19 and Wesley's MR920 by Shadow Systems are almost the exact same footprint. They are the most comparable to each other. So about the same size. Obviously, this has a threaded barrel, so it's a little bit extended. But to the Walther PDP, you can tell to the Glock, please, again, don't mind the extra barrel length. They're pretty damn similar. You know, top size, they both carry the same amount of ammunition. Yeah. They're very comparable to each other.
I love the serrated top though on that Walther. In comparison, oh yeah, so sexy.
I'm definitely, I can't stop messing with it. Every time I put it in the box and I think I'm done with it, I gotta go crack it back open. But this kind of reminded me when I seen it in the store. I actually have a Canic that I got not too long ago, which is kind of this baby brother to this pistol in the first place. But this has a granite slide, I believe it's called, from Walther, and the TP9SF Elite has, I think it's also called a granite or a whatever slide. It's just two-tone gray. So I thought that they would look good sitting next to each other, but as you can tell, that even between these two, it does seem like the Canic is actually a little bit longer. I would say probably maybe
a wee bit.
A 1/4 inch, 3/8 of an inch, a little bit longer. They feel very similar as far as weight. I can tell just in my hand, I do get a little bit more top heavy kind of feel from this. It kind of feels like it wants to pivot right below the slide. So the Walther, it doesn't feel like that really. Yeah. But like I said, I can feel a little bit more weight to the top of this thing. The slides cuts actually protrude beyond the slide itself, so that tells you this was obviously milled from a much larger piece of steel down to that to get those projections off to the side. As far as ergonomics, to me personally, I know that this is a subjective type thing, but this feels much more comfortable than my Glock or any of my other carry pistols. I also have a Springfield XDS in rotation. It's a 45. I feel like this almost feels about the same weight, and the XDS has probably got to be at least an inch shorter than this. But in my hands, they feel good to me. Like I said, that's just the size that I prefer to carry. I know Jose in particular would probably argue with me on that, but just for myself, I think that these are the most comparable. That's why I have a lot of them that same size. But I'm excited. I think for my new EDC, my new everyday carry, I think it suits me a little bit more. And I really, so far, am impressed with the quality. Granted, we have not taken this to the range yet. I have not ran it over yet. I have not dropped it 200 times. And so we're still kind of in the beginning phase of really telling if it's going to be a long haul like my Glock was for sure.
Buddy, I'm so proud of you. I'm so glad that you finally stepped into a gun that isn't going to hurt you in the long run and is actually going to be fun for you to shoot and actually, you know, have you looking forward to range day. I know you look forward to it, but even more so now. You know, guys, we're so glad you guys could join us today and, you know, really dive into this new Walther that Tyler has, you know, decided to buy today, decided to bring you guys a video about it. And you guys can check out Tyler and Chris on Self-Defense Saturdays at 10 a.m. We also have videos coming out every Friday for Ready, Aim, Live. Tyler, got any ending thoughts?
Yeah, guys, if you're not familiar with the platform for Self-Defense Saturdays, we try to give you a current story going on with an individual using a firearm for self-defense or something in that scenario. We've been using this one website so far. We'll put a link in the description to what it is. If you guys have any stories coming out in your own neck of the woods that you want us to go over, let us know. Send it to us. Let us know what we're doing right. Let us know what we're doing wrong, for sure.
Alright guys, and check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Rumble. We got all kinds of social medias. Even now, we actually have a Twitter up there. So if you want to catch us on Twitter, we got content going up. And in the description below, we'll actually have a link tree to all of those social media accounts. So you don't have to go searching for everything. You just click on it and go right to it. And always remember, guys, who's got your six?